Stephanie Cook is here with the review of The Railway Man. Stephanie?
That's right. This film did not land in the tops at the box office this weekend. You might not know that it's been out for a bit in other parts of the country, but The Railway Man just opened here in Hampton Roads, now playing at the Narrow in Norfolk. So I have been craving, wanting, longing to see a good movie. This is not the time of the year for great movies, but this was the one. So The Railway Man stars Colin Firth as Eric Lomax, the older one in 1980, and Jeremy Irvine plays, we know him from War Horse, he's the younger Eric Lomax, a former World War II POW in a Japanese labor camp working the construction of the Burma Railway. The older Lomax is tormented with what we now know as PTSD. He relives the torture and the brutality on a regular basis, and the images of that torturer, the one who really rocked his soul, appear and disappear in the everyday landscape of his life. Practically useless to anyone not riding a train, the self-described railway enthusiast Lomax spends his time riding the rails in England. That's where he meets Patty, played by Nicole Kidman. Soon, love is in bloom, and before you know it, they are wed, and she discovers his torment and seeks the help of an old friend and fellow POW, Finley, played by Stellan Skarsgård.
My husband isn't coping.
War leaves a mark, Mrs. Lomax.
But I don't believe in this code of silence that you have. I really don't. And you may be determined to stay screwed up and suffer for the rest of your life, but I don't want that for Eric, and I can't live like that. He's a wonderful man. I've seen it. I love him, and I want him back.
When Lomax learns from Finley that the interpreter Nagase Hiroki Sanada is the older one, Tanro Ishida the young one, that he's the one that took part in many of his torture sessions. Not only is he still alive, but he's giving tours of that very same POW camp for money. He now knows what he has to do to survive. Confrontation is a must, and he travels to Thailand to finish what was started so many years before.
He was my friend. He was a prisoner here. You put your life in my hands. He wanted an end to this.
You are a soldier, Lomax. You never surrendered.
I'm still at war.
The Railway Man is based on the real Lomax's autobiography of the same name. There are two stories playing at the same time here, the modern day romance and grappling with the past, and also the past shown in great detail through flashbacks. Both Firth and Kidman have their usual amazing and understated acting touch with the characters of Eric and Patty. Firth continues to stand as one of the best actors we have. Director Jonathan Teplitsky uses most of the film to build us to the moment of revenge and forces us to question ourselves as we watch. What would I do? What would you do in Lomax's situation? Staring in the eyes of the person responsible for so much of your pain, could you cause pain to him? Could you be brave enough to end your own, and how? Despite the build, for me, the ending was quite predictable, and something felt not quite right in terms of the story. I felt like I wanted it to go off the rails, surprise me, but instead it stayed the course. It finished at the station. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 cookies.
That's a lot.
It is. I mean, it's still, all the elements of an amazing film are there, and the acting is worth 5 cookies. I just took it down a notch just for the ending, but.
Okay, you said you saw it at the Narrow.
I did see it.
Anywhere else?
That's where it's playing right now.
Just the Narrow?
Yes, you gotta go see it. I mean, a lot of people are craving good films because, okay,
Right.
we got Spider-Man, but we need a good movie to go see right now. If you're really into acting and story, Colin Firth always delivers.
Do you take requests?
Do I take requests?
Yes.
What would you like me to review?
I would like for you to review Godzilla.
Okay, I definitely am going to go see Godzilla.
Will you review it? Talking about good movies, how could you miss Godzilla?
Well, good movies, it's yet to be determined. Okay. Oh, I have to say, side note too, cinematography in this film, if you're big on that, amazing. Cinematography is fantastic.
Okay, thank you very much. Make sure to check out Stephanie Cook's movie review blog. You can find it at blogs.wavy.com and click on the THRS movie reviews link. Thank you so much. All right.